Hi, and welcome to ScoopGirl ASMR craft session. I have been wanting to do a craft session for a while, and so I thought I would show you how to make a not a sunflower. I'm probably going to do the sunflower later. Rose. I'm going to do a rose in one of these. I was going to do them in one of these. But if I just do, I have two. So if I just do two roses in this, I want to find bigger ones in these. I'll have to look online. I mean, I have done them in that size before, but today we're just going to be working with this. Now we're doing clay, polymer clay. And so we have the road. I don't know. I was going to do a turtle in this, and then I set it on a flower. So what I think I might do is, we're going to do the little one. I'm just going to do a mini one. We're going to do I've had bigger ones of these to work with. So these are a little bit smaller than I'm used to. Okay. So you can see how tiny they are. They're probably like, they're that tiny. So we're going to make some roses in these, and I want to try to do more stuff like this and then sell them, either on my Etsy, probably my Etsy. I haven't used it in forever. And so we're going to need some red clay, and then I got green clay, and all my tools are right here. I do have a long cutting knife, but I also have a little tiny one instead, which is better. And I need to get wire. It is not. And my wire. Okay, we're just gonna cut. I don't need a lot of wire. Oh my god. I'm gonna warm it up. And get my cutters. And I'm going to cut. And then kind of. Probably don't even need that much. I can probably cut this in half. Because this is how small it is. I do not need a lot of wire. So we're going to cut it again. And try to make them yeah, they're gonna have to be shorter. So I'm definitely gonna go with the shorter version. Then we got our wires. One's going to be slightly longer than the other. Okay, and then we have our, this is our bacon bond. And I'm going to put some on the base. Yeah. Oop. Some on the base, and then I don't have a kind of smooth this out. And smooth that out. I will have to wash it later. Okay. And I got my green base. And you don't need a lot. So, kind of gotta. I should wear latex gloves with these because sometimes it will turn your skin green. And if the table moves, it's gonna move. So, alright. Roll it. Again, I do not need that much of it. We're working with a small space. We're gonna use that later. And then I'm going to roll it out again. Kind of smash it down. And I'm gonna stick. Could have done a flat pin. Gotta stick it in the bottom of the green. And then we're gonna get it in there. I might need to trim it again. That's slightly long. Do I know where that went? No. Okay, no, we're gonna get another little tiny. And we're gonna roll it out. And then I'm gonna stick it in the like so. I'll probably put the larger base on the bottom, and then some more bacon bond. Like so. I mean, it looks. I wish I could zoom in my. I can't. Very tiny. Very tiny. Okay. And I'm going to stick that in there. Okay. I should have done that last, but hey, now we're rolling with it. Okay. This red is probably going to definitely stick to my hand. Yeah. I'm going to go wash my hands real quick. I think I am going to get gloves. I'll be right back. Okay, I had gotten my gloves. Always have latex gloves. All around. Alright, got my gloves on. Alright, continue with the rolling. Get that out of the way. Alright, and then we are going to. I don't even need all. I don't need all of it. Alright, we're gonna cut it. And then we're gonna roll it again. This is not, I can tell this is not new. New clay. Maybe this one's better. Massage it a little bit. Trying to get enough to make the petals with. Alright. This one, I might need to get one from the actual package. I might. Might need old clay. I might just have to work with what I'm working with. Alright. There's a little bit of orange there. I'm gonna cut that off. Cut that off. For the rolling part, I'm wearing gloves. I didn't want to roll though. Maybe I might have another red clay somewhere. Yeah, we're gonna use, I don't know how new it is. What happens when you have it? Old clay laying around. Alright, we're gonna see how new this is. Alright, put my glue back on. Okay, and I'm going to cut get it nice and warmed up. It feels so newer, I don't know. Okay, then we're gonna roll it. Oh yeah, this is definitely a better clay, because it's not breaking apart when I do it. Rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, and then we're gonna how many petals does a rose petal have? I don't know. Okay, I'm good with that for the moment, and then use the other one for the other one. Okay, so then we're going to start with putting it, like rolling it. I don't even need it that big. We're doing small. Okay, we're gonna get the base on there. And then I think I might put that way I can get it to stand up a little better. Kind of make it a little bit. Okay, and then I need a little, I'm gonna flatten these out, kind of roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them. Get it on there. That's where I might take my gloves off, just because it's. Get one on there. That didn't work. Okay. That's too small. Okay, and we're gonna stick it on there. Okay, we got one. And then bigger petal. Gonna shape it out the way you want it. Another petal. almost kind of looks like a tulip right now, the rose. It's getting there. I wish I could zoom it in more. I need to figure that out. I'm gonna try to figure it out when I do the video, when I edit. Try to zoom it in more. And then I'm gonna put this one right here. Come on, make it. Get it on there. Make sure the dome fits. Okay, so we can't do too many more. Okay, put this one over here. Maybe one more. Other than that, it looks pretty good. More petal. Probably over here. Down underneath. Kind of make it come out. I might need to. No, I don't want to make it. Can it fit? Will this fit? Maybe put the fake one in this petal on the bottom. Make it look like it fell down. Like so. And then I'll need to add like a leaf. And then my little tiny leaf. And then stick the leaf on the petal. Underneath the petals. Kind of. And then this will just stick right into the clay. Which is fine. And we got our mini rose. to figure out how to. So now I got clay sticking out. I don't want clay sticking out. It's gonna wrap around the bottom a little bit. And a little tiny rose in a jar. Trying to get the best angle I can here. And then, yeah. I think it turned out cute. I just gotta bake, I gotta bake that one. Alright, this one I'm gonna make, not being filmed. But thank you for following along. And if you want any more crafting tutorials, let me know. I will have to bake this. I think that kind of came up out on the. You can see the. And try to move it up a little bit. Yep. I feel like it needs another petal right there. One more petal. Cut the petal in half. There you go. And then I shall go over it. I might put some bacon bond on it. I could use resin, but I don't have all my resin out. Okay. And I'll do a better screenshot for the photo, but I hope you all enjoyed it, And I'm gonna try to I'm trying to zoom in on the craft so that we can see it better. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.